Welcome, guys, to an addendum of Recettear. Now, I'm not going to play a New Game Plus and record it, and I'm not going to play a survival mode and record it, okay? But I'm going to explain them. I'll go over the basics in case you guys were already playing the game and want to know how to make the most out of New Game Plus or survival mode. So when you beat the game, you get something called cleared. And you can then play cleared with no debt indefinitely. I actually played it cleared up to day 90, and the reason why you want to play a cleared mode is to get all the story events you've missed, because there's a finite number, but you might not have gotten all of them. So you get all the story modes, you find out which character's little story is, and also to get all the items you might have missed, to get all the rare ingredients, anything you haven't seen before, so you can meld all of the stuff and get the full encyclopedia of items and stuff. That's really it. When you start a New Game Plus, you start with the cleared data, and it starts you with all the items you had, and it starts you with all the levels you've had. The shop level, so merchant level 46 for this one, it would start you that, and also all the level up that you've done with all the citizens, the male, the female, the child, and the old man, all of the playable characters, all of their levels, the little hearts every time they level up, that carries over to New Game Plus. So you can start your small shop with selling the endgame items because they have the money to buy it. And the only thing you don't carry over is your money. So really the good thing to do is what you should do is you should buy a lot of really expensive items. What's really good to buy is a bunch of floor items like checkerboard floors and fancy countertops, because those things, like the checkerboard floors and the tea-colored floors, those are 100,000 and like 50 or 60,000 a piece. And you buy those, and you can then fill them up in a vending machine. They don't sell really well on the floor, but they do sell on the vending machine. So you can vend those, and you can also vend vending machines if you want. So spend as much money as you can on some high-level items and throw them in vending machines, so when you start, you'll actually have a lot of money. You also may want to purchase 10 or 20 in quantity of a bunch of low-level items. That way you can sell them back for 30%. You buy them at 70% of market, you sell them back at 30%. But it actually would start you out with a good chunk of change. So if you start New Game Plus, which I have right here, this is actually the first block of time. It's the first block of time on day 3. So day 1's a tutorial, and you skip it, of course. On day 2 it starts, and I already have 3 million, because what you do on day 2 is you sell all the stupid crap in your inventory that you had, like 10 warm hats, scale hats, shit like that. Then you'll have like $1 million something. That's actually enough to pay off your debt. So you actually don't have to sell anything else in the game. But what you might want to do is go to the Guildmaster and upgrade your shop to max like this. And this format right here is how I build my shop. I have all these vending machines. I have items on display. You want to have the display items, but chaps my ass is the fact that it's not symmetrical and you can't have 8 shelf items. That really bugs me for some reason. I mean, not for some reason. A lot of people are bugged by that because it's like, what the hell? But anyway, when people come in and start shopping around and you're sitting on your happy ass right here and you hear the vending machine sales go off, there's a chance that every vending machine you have set up will sell an item, as long as it's items that they might want to buy. If an item's not in demand, then they won't buy it, and it'll sit in your machine forever. But if you have your machine filled with something they want to buy, and all your machines are filled with something they want to buy, then there's a potential that every vending machine will vend when the sound goes off. So as you can see, I have 6 vending machines. Every time that goes off, I could sell potentially 6 items. And also, you want to keep your shop somewhere around +1, -1, as I call it on the grid. I'm right now probably +1/2, -1.5. You actually want to be dead center, but slightly dark, so that the demon comes in more often and buys stuff. If your shop is more gaudy, you don't get a lot of people visiting, but you might get people selling you a lot of treasure, and that gets really annoying really fast. But if you're trying to get a rare treasure, then it might be okay. But anyway, I have my shop displayed like this: the 8 items up there, another 8 items down here, and she says my shop atmosphere is okay, which is acceptable. And so I have a bunch of super vends in this machine. Yeah, you vend vending machines. Eastern wallpaper, fluorine, checkerboard fluorine, tea-colored fluorine, black and white, and checkerboard again. When people sell me shit I don't want, I usually sell it in this vending machine here. Anyway, I'll explain how that works, because you see how I have stuff. These numbers are going to be hard to remember, but as you can see, that's 14, that's 21, that's 28, and then it's 34 and 43. There's 43 items in my vending machines. So I'll give you a demonstration. Even though you probably don't need it, I'll give you one for one slice at a time. So, and we'll see how many items I have. See, that's one vend item, but up to 6 items could have sold. So this guy is gonna buy that. I don't care. I have enough money where I can just never open the shop again in this run through. Okay, nobody vended. Oh, I only got 3 people. A lot of people don't usually come in the mornings, I've noticed. And it depends on what you have, I suppose, here, if they're interested in crap or not. I've got a variety of stuff. And if you want to change the format of your shop, I found that my favorite setup, it's probably not your favorite setup, but I like to do heretic walls, heretical walls, and I like to do, for tables, my favorite table is, it's actually chapel table. And then I change the floor and the carpet as necessary to get my shop up. Because every time you put an item down, that changes the style of your shop too. So it's not only how you set up your walls, floors, carpet, it's encounters, it's also what items you're throwing out there. And that pisses me off, because it means that you have to dynamically change your shit all the time. So now my shit's gaudy for some fucking reason. You know? So, and I don't like gaudy. So if I change my tables, I usually go with the barrel tables, because it's not gaudy, it's rather plain. And now she says I'm dark, but right in the middle. You can change darkness by putting the red carpet up, but anyway, let's try this again. Maybe I'll get more than 3 fuckers coming into my shop. Okay, a good amount of people. You want something metal. That's not metal, by the way. But the tuna shank is, and so is the full blade. And it's hard to know exactly what items are what. Like, if they want something fancy, what does fancy mean? Doesn't necessarily mean a treasure. Okay, there's one vend item. Look how much money I just made. So she wants the armor for some reason. No one questions these children who come in and get armor. Hey, I got a near pin. That's pretty good. Getting near pins and exact pins levels them up faster. He needs 4 metal things. Okay. Bunch of vending machines count as metal things, by the way. So, see, I don't like it when they sell me this shit, because it never sells. You can't put treasures in vending machines because nobody vends treasures. I've had my vending machines keep treasures forever and nobody buys them. So, you can't sell fucking treasures unless someone specifically asks for a treasure or a home decoration. Wow, look at all that money. Okay, that was a better example. Okay, skip this thing. Now let's look at my vending machines. I've got 7 here. I got 4 there. I got 7 there. That's 18, you know. And 18 and 7 is 25, and that's 30, and that's 35. I didn't vend. What did I have, 46 before? Yeah, I haven't vended 11 in those 2. I probably vended 5 times. But all these items have sold. So every time that chime goes off, potentially one of every vending machine can sell. And you might say, well, then why don't you just make all vending machines? Well, you need something in the counter. So, and I like having extra items out here so they don't keep asking me for shit. Anyway, that's how I set up my shop. That's how vending works. And yes, you can also vend items in blue for full quantity. That's fine. But if it's an item that nobody wants, then they're going to say there even if they're blue, you know. So this stuff is cool. It sells for quite a bit, and I have a lot of money. I started at what, 3 million? No, I'm at 4 million. I could make a lot of money in just another day or 2. It doesn't really make a difference. So the main thing to do in New Game Plus is not really to make money. It's really to get get people's true cards. You want to get true cards, and I have true cards here. The reason I have 2 Louis true cards is because I didn't know how they worked the first time, so I'll explain. True cards work like, if whoever you've used the most in that playthrough, the next loop, when you do New Game Plus with that cleared data, you get the true card of, well, you get the true card of at the end before you save and it's cleared. You get that true card. And so if you use Louis for his initial dungeon delve, that's fine. but also you get to keep all of the areas you've unlocked in the game as well. So if I go out into the Adventure Guild on New Game Plus, oh, this is the event. I don't care. This is the event. I don't care. So the people you have true cards of from the very beginning of the game, you can actually select and use. And what's more is you can select any of the dungeons. Oh, you have to go through the whole trials? Great. That's right. You have to go through the Hall of Trials before you can go to anyone else. And that's annoying. So while I'm talking, I'll just go through the fucking Hall of Trials. I'm not going to fight anything in here. I'm just going to go through the first 5 floors. Anyway, the thing I was trying to show you, which I can't because I didn't do this yet, is all the dungeons that you've unlocked, Jadeway, Amber Gardens, and Obsidian Tower. If you've unlocked them, then they will show up right after Trial Dungeon. I didn't know that you had to go through Trial Dungeon again. I didn't realize, which pisses me off because, like, you're in New Game Plus. They should let you skip this, but they don't let you skip it. You have to go through this, which is beyond unfair, I think. Because, yeah, you could level up here too, but there's no point. And there's no point even to collecting these treasures because they're all going to be low level. This is the Trial Dungeon. You want to go through Obsidian Tower. That's where you get all of the good stuff. It just is. If you're trying to get all the items in the item encyclopedia, then you need to go to Obsidian Tower. The only thing that you really can't grind there are like the bunny tails, because bunnies don't spawn there. But these guys spawn there, up through floor 45 to 50, so you actually can spawn, you can grind lizard tails if you want, even though those are easier to spawn in Jadeway. I keep forgetting he doesn't have a shield, and I'm just trying to get through this. There, go away. I don't want your shit. Like, I was just trying to run through, but he was giving me a hard time. So, I guess I'm going to demonstrate. I don't want to play this. I just wanted to show. But I guess this is actually a good tutorial as well for New Game Plus, because regardless of what you've done, you have to go through Trial Dungeon, no matter what. Does the cutscene change if you don't have Louis? Actually, I guess it does. Nope, it's still Louis. Oh, Jesus, they couldn't be dynamic. Yep, it's still Louis. Whatever. I figured it wouldn't be him. Figured it'd be like, hey, whatever. So, I didn't get anything. Oh, well, great. Yeah, I don't care. I made bank today. I made over $1 million. It's more than your entire debt combined, which is like 840,000. So, okay, skip that. Now I can demonstrate, right? I'm not gonna actually go, oh, it's closed today. Oh, how about that? I can't demonstrate. Fuck it. I'm done. I'm gonna save. Let's just save this and be done with it. So copy your cleared data to a new folder. Open that one, spend all the money, save it again, and then start New Game Plus with that cleared data. And then overwrite it, because you don't want to have money because you lose all your money, but you want to have items you can sell back and get money. So there you go. So now we're going to exit game because I don't want to play right now. And survival mode is just, you have survival and survival hell. Survival normal is you start with the cleared data, and everyone has their same levels. It's just there's no story events. So there's really no reason to dungeon delve at all because you're never going to get story events. The only people that show up really are those you've already encountered. And in survival mode, everyone retains their level and you retain your merchant level. But every week the debt goes up. It starts out at 20,000, goes to 80, goes to 200, goes to 500, and then it goes to 1 million. And every day after that, it seems like it gets plus 1 million. I had 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, and 4 million. So eventually, it's going to be impossible to keep up. But I have 28 million right now, so it'll take a while for that to go away. And I could make like 6 million a day. So until I get to that week, I'll be fine. Survival hell. You have the same debt going up, 20, 80, 200, 500, and 1 million, but you don't have any levels. So everyone's at level 1, and you have to build their levels up while trying to collect your debt money, and that's really hard to do. I think the most I ever got was 3 weeks. So fuck it. I don't want to do that. So that's how survival modes work. That's how New Game Plus works. That's my strategies for using vending machines. That's my explanation. How to start a new game. Hope you've learned something, because I have. I may poke at this game every once in a while, just to get all the true cards, but I don't really care so much about filling out the item encyclopedia because it doesn't mean much. There's so many rare items you have to spend forever farming, and they don't make you any money. You make more than enough money just buying from the guild master in the market and reselling. You don't need to dungeon delve. Because making those rare items, yeah, you'd sell them for our mint, but then you wouldn't be able to sell them again. And unlocking them doesn't unlock them to be able to be purchased at the guild. So why, so whatever. Oh, there's a cutscene? I didn't know if you just waited, there would be an opening. Actually, I think, yeah, there is an opening. I just didn't show it. Alright, that's it. That was my windy explanation of New Game Plus. Hope you've enjoyed. I gotta figure out a new game to play, so I'll see you next game.